I'm honored to be in your presence tonight.
Mother, he is so handsome. He's cute.
Your Majesty, leaders of the Dollar Kingdom, I greet you. Under the nebulous cloud we stood, graving in tears, pains and tragedies. Through our misty eyes we gaze upon, wondering why our offspring immigrates. Why civil war? Why has silence and laudable cries drawn those beautiful songs of freedom? Africa, a land where hills and valleys nestle in the wedlock of heritage. I want to salute African soldiers. African soldiers who fought for our freedom. Some are dead while some living. Some dead but still in fighting. Some are living but strengthless. And now that the Moses has gone, who will lead Africans to the promised land? It hurts the heart to see other African immigrants roam the streets of foreign lands, surviving on slavery, snitched by all and sundry. You ask why? Because there's danger in the land. Sufferings of the hearts, ever reoccurring civil war, the diseases that comes between bloodshed, the deadly choking malaria, the debt collector. It is therefore incredibly amazing how Africans can survive, can be happy in the midst of squabbles, in the midst of confusion, chaos. Let peace reign in Africa. Let the warring faction and the ruling section against tribulation, let arms and hatred be buried in mass grave. Let there be creation of jobs, sound education, unity, togetherness, love. Above all, let there be peace. Let peace reign in Africa. This is my letter to all Africans. Thank you.
What are you called?
Your Majesty, I am named Justice Ajimai.
That was a beautiful letter. I'm honored.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll cherish these words for the rest of my life. Thank you.
We are in the front pages of every newspaper and magazines in town, and most of all with the king. Oh, Rose. God, we are stars.
This is so good. I'm proud. Has Mother seen this?
I'm sure she has. She actually asked me to go and get them.
He's so handsome. He is not only handsome, he is rich and very influential. An alluring smile with a perfect teeth structure in between rosy lips. Ooh, I'm tempted to devour him with kisses right now.
Excuse me. What is he doing here?
Louisa, don't start.
Don't start. Don't tell me you're falling in love with him.
Louisa, I'm in love with him.
You're in love with a school teacher?
He also owns a bookshop.
Mother is not going to like this, you know that, right? He can't even take care of you. Excuse me. Hey. I'll be upstairs.
So, wasn't I looking beautiful?
Yeah, push! Push!
Your Majesty, push!
Fret not your heart, your Majesty, for by the favor of the gods, all shall be well.
Your words are soothing to the heart, Ajipon. But more soothing shall be the feel of my seed clenched in my arms. But until I'm greeted with that gracious sight, I shall do nothing but worry.
Push, the baby is near and coming. But you need to gather all the strength you can to give me one more push. Please, push! Push! Push one more time. Go, go, go! Push!
Oh God. Spirit of our Lord, please help me.
A son is what you wished of the gods, and they in their graciousness has granted your wish. Would you now deny the king and the kingdom of an heir to the throne? Come on, push! 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 Prince! Push!
Your Majesty.
Flip your tongue and fill my ears with the wishes of my heart, Ajipon. For behold, the drummers await a melody, the dancers a tune, and the kingdom for a feast to herald the birth of the prince.
Your Majesty, let the drummers put away their drums, and the women in stiffened hips, each one return home. It was another stillbirth. For his breath ceased immediately he was born.
Oh my God, you're sweet and beautiful. More like a new sprung rose, you know?
Thank you. Do you love me?
Above all else, baby. Because of you fills me with life.
Listen, tell me the truth. Do you really love me?
Rose, think of love as a state of grace, and not the means to anything but the end of ends.
Nothing is more difficult than love, Clint. Do you agree with me that marriage is not just about making babies, but about stability and happiness, and that wealth plays an important role in marriage?
I know, darling. This is why I'm working so hard.
Stop deceiving my sister, Clint. Besides, your frequent visit in this house is becoming very unseemly.
It's none of your business.
Oh, shut up, fool. This guy has more girls in his heart than a whorehouse. His dreams of you are nothing good but to get him between your thighs for his own selfish pleasures.
Louisa, love justifies anything and everything.
At my age, it's ridiculous, but at yours is revolting. Nothing but illusion. Clint, use the door.
The only thing that hurts me is that I don't have enough strength to give you the beating you deserve.
What did you just say?
I said the only thing that hurts me is that I don't have enough strength to give you the beating you deserve.
That is for being so rude and very, very disrespectful. Clint, use the door.
I hate you for this.
Same here.
Has His Majesty been informed that I await his presence at the meal table?
Yes, my queen, but I fear that His Majesty will not be joining you.
And why?
As it seems, my queen, His Majesty has already had his meal in his chamber.
Put away the dishes. Your Majesty?
Why have you come to me?
For 3 nights now, Your Majesty. You have neither come to my chambers nor beckoned me to yours. I wish to know in what manner I have offended the king.
This king is no fool, Sewa. This king is not swallowed up in the fruitless passions of his flesh. This king takes no delight in a barren queen.
Cruel and hurting are your words, my lord. I dare you say you're not being fair to me?
And who was to me when by the bounds and chains of tradition I took you, being my brother's widow, as my wife? I restored you to honor and glory as my queen, and all I ever required of you was an heir to the throne. Is that too much to ask of you, Sewa? Is it? Be gone. Do I need the will of the spirits to remind you, Japan, that the more protracted this case becomes, the more disparaging are the doubts raised on my ability to rule the kingdom?
Your Majesty, the worries of the throne are comprehensible. Indeed, the issue at stake is very, very sensitive. The lives of our people could be marred or made by the resolutions we make here. I beg the indulgence of the throne to tread cautiously.
Send out a summon with the royal seal. I require, as a matter of utmost urgency, that those who scuffle in strife be brought before me by the break of dawn.
May your will be done.
Sir, I am not drunk in wine. Neither am I bewitched in foolishness that I should unknowingly request your presence. Leave this instance.
Your Majesty, I just want...
Leave!
It is not being in the presence of the king that I seek, but that of my lord and husband. For even if I'm bound to obey the voice of the king, shall I also tremble at the sight of he who stares at my nakedness?
The husband in me is dead, Sewa. I'm nothing more than a king. A king who will punish every act of disobedience and bring to justice every transgressor. Leave this minute before I pronounce a judgment of wrath upon you.
Even if it be by the gallows or the sword, I shall gladly face my death, Your Majesty. But all I ask is for my voice to be heard.
One more word from your mouth, Sewa, and your voice shall be heard from hell. Leave.
The king is in fury, and the palace is blistering red. The absence of an heir to the throne is evidently threatening the royal union. And to make matters worse, the queen has just lost another child.
My goodness.
The obsession of the king having an heir to the throne is drawing him to insanity. And it won't be long before he seeks solace in a mistress.
That sounds distressing.
Oh, not in its entirety, my dear Miss Say. There is something, an actuality, in ambitious men like us. You see, there is something positive about it all.
I don't quite follow. What is positive about a king losing a child?
I'm not talking about the king losing a child. I'm talking about the king seeking a mistress. Now, my dear sister, pause and imagine all the potentials this will bring us if we could find a young girl from our family to fill that vacuum of a king's mistress. And if we play our cards well, the king's wife, the queen. Oh, think. Imagine the enormous wealth, power, prestige it will bring us. Most especially if she ends up bearing the much sought after son for the king. An heir to the throne, my dear.
While I perfectly come to this ridiculous ambition, you sound like you already have a young girl in mind.
Oh yes, I certainly do. Certainly. But then again, the choice is not entirely mine. Now, let me ask you, my dear sister, If you should choose between the two girls, who do you think will be fit for the king?
Spare me the insults, Ajipon. Just spare me.
There's nothing wrong with it.
A lot, my dear brother. How could you ever contemplate having my daughter parade herself before the king? It's the most ridiculous, ambitious idea I've heard in ages.
I'm wishing you know the benefits this will accrue us. It will bring us immense wealth and put us in an esteemed position and favor.
Why can't you see beyond material benefits, Ajipon? How would you consciously sacrifice my daughter's honor on the altar of selfish ambitions?
My sister, think. Think. Those girls are my nieces, and I am the uncle.
You should never let the crown be at stake. Said the kingdom is come. Stand for the kingdom, arise.
Gracious morning, son.
Gracious morning, Mom.
What burdens your heart? What is it that fuels your thought?
I need another bride, Mom. A mistress, if you like. A woman to give me a male child. An heir.
It gladdens my heart to see such wisdom deposited on a young shoulder. Tarry not, my son. I am solidly behind you. Happy birthday.
Today is the first day of the rest of my life. Mother, what do you wish for me?
Behind long life, I wish that you would crown your royalty with another bride. In that, my heart will soar like the eagle.
Then I shall tarry not, but begin my search for a worthy one.
Do not search too far, my son, for I will parade maidens before you this day, and you will make one of them your bride and queen.
I desire to kiss your ring.
Said the kingdom is come. Here lies the kingdom. The king in his wisdom. The beauty and the splendor is a great, so great. Power and the glory. His mighty was beholding upon his throne.
I shall have some maids prepare you for the day.
Here lies the kingdom. The king in his wisdom. The beauty and the splendor is a
Who is he? I'm talking to you. Who is he?
He's just a friend.
Now you listen carefully. Poverty is a communicable disease. If you make friends with the poor, be sure of becoming poor in life. The most you can get to is to be average. If you make friends with the rich, be sure of becoming rich and influential. And that's the principle of life.
Love justifies anything and everything. I'm in love with him.
You are in love with who? A common school teacher? A shopkeeper? Now you listen carefully. The man you must date must be 1,000 times richer than I am.
Mother, all I desire in marriage is happiness and stability. One I found in Clint.
If this is madness, then get prepared, because I'll send you to the mental home.
Mother, why are you doing this to me? Why are you hampering my joy? Why are you hurting me?
All I'm doing is to protect you. Ever since your father died, you girls are all that I have. A daughter is a jewel, a crown. You're too beautiful to become a third-class person. There are many fishes in this city who are wealthy and influential.
I am in love with him.
At your age, love is an illusion. All I'm doing is to protect you. From what?
Love? Affection? Care? Mother, they're my heart yearnings. They're all I desire.
You are grounded. From today onwards, no more visitors.
I'm delighted by your acquaintance, my heart merry. My eyes brighten to see you, beautiful and noble faces that have come to celebrate with me. I honor you all. Because if there's no you to bow and worship to my honor, there shall be no me. I love you all. And I'm proud to be the king of the Douala kingdom, the kingdom of peace. Today my mother setting before me daughters, maidens of the soil, that I may pick a bride, the future queen of this kingdom. So if it be the wish of the gods that I find a bride, then so be it. Thank you.
As an adage goes, like father, like son. May I now present before you the maidens of this kingdom.
Your Majesty, my fathers, I greet you all. Your Grace.
You're beautiful.
Thank you, my lord.
So tell me, what are you called?
Ajwa, Your Grace.
Ajwa, if you become the queen of this kingdom, what will be your duties?
Your Grace, I will perform the duties of a mother to my subjects. I will honor my husband and stand by him in all his decisions.
Thank you.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, my fathers, I greet you all. Your Grace.
You are a true beauty.
I'm so delighted by your words, Your Grace.
What are you called?
Ophabia, Your Grace.
Ophabia, there is a tent, like a cave. So unpleasant, but yet a bitter pill we must all swallow. What is it?
Grave, Your Grace.
I'm indeed impressed by your nobility.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Good day. And how are you?
I'm fine, madam.
You are?
Clint.
I understand you're seeing my daughter Rose.
Yes, for some months now.
Some months? I see. You see, Clint, when my husband died, I set my eyes on one goal. To turn my daughters into great ladies and eminent personalities. I've spent all I've labored for making sure of this goal. And to think that all I've fought for all these years will go to no avail, I can kill for that.
Madam.
I have come politely to ask you to stay away from my daughter.
Have you spoken to her?
It's a matter for the heart, and it will be decided by a mother.
Well, I can't answer now without knowing what she thinks.
I swear to God, I can kill for my daughter's sake, you know?
With due respect, madam, there is no greater glory than dying for love. I love your daughter, and I intend to marry her.
Stay away from my daughter!
We wish to deliberate for a while, mother and son. Son, which of the maidens suits your heart?
It might interest you to know that despite the beauty and nobility of the maiden parade, I couldn't find anyone that suits my heart.
What? Son?
Mother, you will have to give me more time to search for my bride.
I would like to say something.
In my experience, when someone says this, it is bound to be unpleasant.
You're heartless, Melissa. You're mean and wicked. What has Glenn done to you? I can remember months back when you brought him into this same house singing and chanting praises on him, saying all sorts of nice things about him. But today you detest him just because he took liking to me.
I see you have lost your respect for an elder sister.
You don't deserve it. Will you both be quiet here? I'll get into your rooms.
I took her clothes to the dry cleaner, so we'll be ready tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Okay, bye. Louisa.
Mother.
An opportunity for you to succeed and to secure yourself and this family's incalculable wealth and position has surfaced.
What is it, Mother? What are you talking about?
The king of the Douala is paying us a royal visit.
What?
And I'm sure he must have taken liking to you.
Now I've discovered the reason for my existence.
Come on. The king is a noble man of honor, with mistresses at his beck and call. Don't fall for that.
Why don't you see the bright side, Rose? It's a great honor to be a mistress of a noble king. And we mustn't lose this opportunity.
But then again, Mother, what if he's only coming here on a courtesy visit?
No man visits a home of beautiful maidens without any interest. I'm sure he must have admired you.
Mother, when are you going to start seeing your dreadful ambition as greed and not as virtue?
Will you keep your mouth shut? You must be happy to have a mother who cares. Risk nothing to gain a lifetime opportunity.
Wrong, Mother. She's standing the risk of losing her feminine pride.
Well, that I'm willing to lose to a man of such caliber, not to the likes of Clint.
And when he finishes with you, your reputation will be ruined. Let me remind both of you that this house is nowhere near royalty. He'll just use and dump you.
But then I must have been connected to a first-rate life. King Diola is a great noble man, and lots of women and pressmen will be interested in his affairs. Rose, I will play along.
Okay.
Think of the favors this will restore upon us.
Besides, Mother, it's going to cost a fortune to get this house ready for a royal visit.
Don't worry about that.
Mother, thank you.
Oh my God, Rose, how do I look? Beautiful. Like a crown goddess.
Oh, wait. Do you think the king desires me?
Of course, you look lovely.
Sure.
Well then, get ready for a royal maid of honor. Sure, look beautiful.
Louisa! Mother, aren't you looking beautiful? Oh. You remind me so much of my late mother.
Oh, Mother, thank you. Right, I'm gonna fix something.
Look at her. Yeah. Isn't she looking beautiful, Rose?
Yes, you sure? Even the dress is right?
Yeah,
everything's okay. And everything's fine? The accessories? Oh, mother. So happy.
Hail your majesty. Wake me up, the night is done. To the rising sun. Go away, my tears begun. So blind, cannot see the space in between. Heart of a fool is. Hey, yeah. Come, you faithfuls of the land, I greet you. Said the kingdom is come. Oh, come, ye nobles, arise to you, King. Said the kingdom is come. Oh, let the cymbals announce to your ears. Said the kingdom is come. And the piper shall pipe away your fears. Said the kingdom is come. Here lies the kingdom. King is wisdom, beauty and the splendor. It's a great, so great. Power and the glory, his mighty was beholding. Upon his royal sovereigns will save, save.
Welcome to my home, Your Majesty.
Thank you.
Your Grace.
Crown Goddess, you look splendid in that outfit.
Thank you very much. I made it especially for this occasion. I'm glad you like it.
I'm highly honored.
Thank you, Your Grace. This way, please.
After you.
Beauty and the splendor is a great, so great. Power and the glory, his mighty was beholding. Upon his royal sovereigns will save, save.
Your Grace.
Thank you. That will do.
May I serve you, Uncle?
Oh, you may serve the Crown Goddess.
Tell me, Rose, what other talent is it that you have, apart from your physical beauty? Poetry, perhaps?
No, singing.
So then, sing for me.
I'm not in the mood.
Would you deny the request of a king? Do me the honor.
Okay, I'll try. But I really don't have a nice voice. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Have I made you rich, my king?
Bravo. Tell me, Rose, what do you desire in a man? Wealth. Fame. Precious of stone.
All of that perishes with time. Love is not for sale. Not the glitters of gold, or the precious diamond stones, or silver is worth in exchange for love.
Great virtue, I must say. No.
No, simply modest.
Virgin.
Proudly, yes. No man has ever felt the softness of my body or pressed his lips against mine in pleasure.
So then, what is your price?
Love.
That she has already given to a very nice looking gentleman who she's very much in love with.
True.
Yes. Well, I, on the other hand, I'm looking for true love too, and hoping that someday I will give mine out too.
Very well then. I must ask your permission to take your daughter on my pleasure site.
Granted, Your Majesty.
What the hell was that about?
What was what about?
You know damn well what I'm talking about.
I don't, and can you please keep your voice down? There are people out there.
I saw you, Rose. I saw you flirting with the king.
What? You heard me. Listen, Louisa, I don't know what you're talking about. You're really getting edgy here. Besides, you're not even married to him yet.
Oh, I see. So now you're getting very offensive.
Look, Louisa, you only smiled at me and all I did was smile back.
Well, the next time he smiles at you, wear a frown.
Show me the queen who happens to be my mother.
Welcome.
Good afternoon, Your Majesty.
Good afternoon, young lady.
Can I make your royal acquaintance?
It will be the honor of the throne.
I'm Sandy.
And I am Queen Sewa.
Do you have a daughter, Your Majesty?
Yes, I do.
Where is she?
Standing right here in front of me.
I see. Why didn't you deem it fit to pick her up from the airport after 2 years in England?
The Queen apologized.
Well, the princess accepts. You're cold, Mommy.
She's not too well. She's been feverish for a while. But she'll be fine. She just needs some rest.
Oh, Mommy. Take my hand, Mommy.
I have summoned both of you for a specific reason. It's important that what is about to be said here is said. More important it is for it to be perfectly understood.
In everything and anything, the progress of this family is paramount. And that, in my estimation, should be foremost in your minds.
It's no news that we endeared Louisa to the king. But the news is, the king in his own wisdom prefers another.
Prefers another?
Yes, prefers another. But fortunately, the king hasn't gone beyond the borders of our family.
Who in his wisdom does the king prefer to me? Well, can someone at least have the courage to give me an answer?
The king has found grace in the eyes of your sister Rose.
It is obvious that you have made a deep impression on the king. He's requested that you should go on a date with him.
A date? No, Mother, it should be Louisa, not me. I don't want to start a journey that heads nowhere.
I do not consider it as a request. There is no option here.
It's an honor every woman will kill to have. I thought you had ambition for this family.
Excuse me.
Louisa.
What? What is it?
Cut the pretense, Rose. Cut the pretense and unveil your mask and stare into the nakedness of your deceit.
Bitter as you are in your heart, You must know that you're treading on the wrong path. I never intended for any of this to happen.
It would only take a fool to believe this.
You know, my heart holds no guilt, and neither is my conscience pricked.
Of course. All you've done is to gratify your treacherous desire to grace the king's bed, isn't it?
I'm amazed at you. If you had any inch of decency, you know that your anger ought to be directed at the king.
Well, I do not hold anything against the king. I will trade fists with the whore who has betrayed me with the bond of sisterhood. For this betrayal, I will label you an eternal enemy. Now get out of my sight. What are you still standing here for? Get out of my sight! Move! Oh, shit.
I wish to speak with His Majesty. Your Majesty.
Speak.
I was but a child when my father sat upon the throne. But yet, my mind was awakened to the fact that my father ruled this kingdom in fairness and honesty. There was never an instance where he was found wanting in judgment or in matters relating to the kingdom. Dodwalla prospered, and all was well. Suddenly, death struck. And while the kingdom was thrown into mourning, destiny and the calls of tradition stirs the throne in your path. But not only did you ascend the throne, you also did have my mom in marriage.
A decision I came to regret.
A decision I found unreasonable, Your Majesty. I never understood, and I still don't.
Traditions are not meant to be understood. They are meant to be obeyed. Why have you come before me?
I want you to strip my mother off her crown, and together we shall leave this kingdom.
And why?
Like they say, what an old man sees sitting down, a child will never see even if he climbs the Iroko. But I dare say, what a child sees crawling on all fours, an old man will never see even if he were to lie on his belly. My mother lives in sorrow and pain. It brings tears to my eyes to see her in so much hurt, and I can only wish that my father was still alive. Grant me my wish, I pray you, and we shall both leave this kingdom in a fortnight. But then if you refuse it, I shall return to England and never step a foot in this kingdom again.
Your wish is refused.
Are you okay? I'm surprised you aren't at the palace already. Having second thoughts about the king?
I will not be forced into another battle of words with you, Louisa.
How nice. But I'm sorry to disappoint you that I'm not impressed by your vicious show of calmness. Rose, you have never wanted to see me happy. This is the first time in my life that I wanted something so bad. And just when I thought I had it all clutched in my arms, you just appear from the dark like the serpent that you are and watch your tongue. I can't believe this. For the first time in my life, I'm with a man that I'm so happy with. And what does my sister do? She just appears and you're going nuts. Oh, shut up, I won't. You want to fight? You want to fight, huh? Why don't you throw your fist? Let's fight for the heart of the king.
And what honor would that bring us if we fight over a man?
Oh, quit the pretense, Rose. That is not just any man. He's the king. A king that any woman would give up everything for just for the glitter of his crown.
Louisa, why is there so much hate in you?
Oh, shut up. I hate you. I swear to God, I hate you more than anything in this world.
You scared me. Is there a peace for the wicked? I beg your pardon?
Cut the pretense, Rose.
Anyways, thank you for playing your way with virtuous words into the king's heart. You did a brilliant job. But then again, what pride has a sister who has betrayed another?
I have betrayed no one, sister. Neither you nor the blood that binds us together can hold me to any sin.
Oh, cut the pretense, Rose. The king was already falling in love with me. All you did is slip your way into his heart.
You do not love the king. You just accepted him for his wealth, fame, and the crown that rests upon his head.
And what are you after?
The grace that rests upon his heart.
Fame and crown cannot be separated with royalty. That even your deceitful hearts can tell.
I differ, Louisa. My interest in him is the meekness of a man in love. That I see in his eyes.
You should never let the crown be at stake. Said the kingdom is come. Stand for the kingdom, arise to your faith. Said the kingdom is come. For the kingdom is come to be. Said the kingdom is come. Shall save and save
Rose, the king awaits you.
I know, Mother. Louisa, it should be you in my place.
I told you, do not concern yourself with me. Just remember that the stench of betrayal can never be quelled. I can never forgive neither you nor Mother for this.
Don't worry. I'll talk to her.
I'm not in the mood anymore, Mother. I don't want to go out.
But you can do that now. The king is already here waiting.
Louisa's in love with him.
But the king is in love with you.
Mother, this is really hard for me. Inasmuch as I'm trying to embrace it, I can't. Louisa is breathing down my neck. God. She sees me no less than a traitor.
Don't worry. I'll talk to her. You have to be going.
Mother, I don't want to go.
You have to.
Thanks to my father, the great king of the Dwala kingdom.
Cleopatra.
Rose.
Your Majesty. When you stare so deep in my eyes, what do you stand to achieve?
The eyes are the way to the heart.
So what do you see?
A purity of heart. A virtuous woman.
What do you desire of me, my king?
Everlasting fidelity. Long-lasting love. Rose, will you do me the honor of marrying me?
My king, please give me some time.
Too much time has passed, Rose.
But my sister is in love with you.
But I do not love your sister. It is you I want.
I'm in love with another. Please do not rush me into a decision that will stare back at me in no time like the spear of an enemy. I don't want to regret my knowing you.
How painful is it to fall for a woman that loves another? It's like a stab in the heart.
I'm sorry, my king. I'd like to leave now.
I'll take you home.
I choose to go alone.
I insist.
Please, do not hold me back against my wish.
I have never been refused a request.
I'm sorry, my king. I never meant to hurt you. Please forgive me. Goodbye.
He's already fallen in love with her, and you should be happy for your sister.
Well, I would never be happy for her, mother. Never!
The king was already falling in love with me. I could see it. I could read it right through him. Rose knew exactly what she was doing. I would never forgive her for this. Never, mother! How did it go, Rose?
Tasteful and sour.
How do you mean?
Well, he proposed.
And?
I told him I can't.
Why?
Because I'm in love with someone else, Mother. Clint.
The heart of a wretch is no place for a crown goddess. Don't fuse hatred out of me because many things will go very wrong. I want you to go and apologize to him.
Why, mother? Why don't you just let her be?
Come on, stay out of this.
Look, if I were you, I'd do exactly what my heart says.
Rose, you're my daughter. I'm pleading with you to do this for me. Please.
I can't. I'm sorry, Mother, but I can't. Excuse me.
Your Grace.
Gracious morning.
I'm honored.
I seek to have Rose before my presence.
Your Grace.
Crown goddess. Beautiful Rose. You are the one chosen among multitude. My heart bleeds for you, Rose. I'm losing my breath of life.
Why are you doing this?
Love. Please do me the honors of accepting my ring. My vow for eternal fidelity and everlasting love.
I give you the right to speak to my mother. Granted.
Now the lonely part of my life has passed. I counted the same eternal minutes one by one as I wait for this day. I stood vigil day and night. My heart, like the sea, endless and everlasting. Even while it was as turbulent as the crashing wave, I waited to fix my bridal banner on your finger. Now I delegate authority for you to run my heart.
Excellent. Bravo. Beautiful poem.
And why the sudden change of mind?
I've been engaged to another.
I knew it was going to come to this. But you don't love him, do you?
I'm afraid yes. I do love him.
What about me?
Clint, I just realized that I don't love you. What happened between us is nothing but illusion. It clouded my eyes. And I'm sorry.
Did you see you just realized?
Yes.
And who's this guy you're seeing?
The king. King Douala.
What an influence wealth has got over love.
Don't say that, Clint. I am not a seller of love. My love is not for sale.
You sold it, Rose. You sold it. You have been influenced by your mother and sister.
I hate the way you're talking to me.
And I hate to admit you are a seller of love, Rose.
Goodbye.
You should be happy that the king is the love of your sister. A kingdom supposed to be mine. Oh, come on, shut up. I'm prepared for you. Is it my fault that ever fell on your sister? If you're so concerned about happiness, tell me what will happen to Rose when we leave her, because you know that will definitely happen. Come on, stop being jealous and be positive for once. You are your sister's rival. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? His love for Rose and all that you're celebrating today will go as swiftly as it came, Mother. You are the replica of a she-devil. Thanks, Mom.
Your sister will accompany you to the palace.
I hope I'm not the one.
Louisa,
You are accompanying your sister to the palace.
I'm afraid I won't.
What?
I will have nothing to do with the sister of mine or the perverse king. I've decided to leave town. I'll go by Auntie Vicky's place in Nigeria.
That decision does not rest with you entirely, my young lady.
In this circumstance, it does.
I forbid you to speak to me in that manner.
What do you need me for? After all, we have our queen to grace a king's bed and bring home the much talked about honor and prestige into this family. In this scheme of situation, I consider myself irrelevant.
Louisa! Have you no interest for this family?
Oh, you mean your interest?
I beg your pardon?
Well, carry on in your facade of pretense and use your daughters as a ploy to get a bite of royalty. Excuse me. You really don't have to leave. I detest you, and I forever will.
AfroRevo TV. Enjoy various genres of entertainment programming from the comfort of your home through our satellite delivered channels in your favorite languages: French, English, Swahili, Twi, Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, and so on. AfroRevo dubbing services. With the largest number of dubbing studios in Africa, we can help you dub your videos to major languages in Africa: Swahili, English, French, Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, Wolof, Zulu, and so on. AfroRevo YouTube, the largest YouTube partner in Africa, with over 500 channels of top African entertainment and millions of eyeballs daily. We help thousands of video creators make money on YouTube. AfroRevo, the revolution is on.